333. Third time around. Yeah, I just got in. I didn't think I was gonna be going live, but it's cold in here. I left on 50 and it was running. My upstairs, my upstairs is decent, kind of warm. Now I gotta wait for it to warm up in here, man. Let me go put this brown gas real quick. Where it belongs. I'm gonna bring my keys. Yeah. I really need to get me a trash can. Made it in. See that? That's how I do. Cold in here, man. That's how I do. Yeah, this the tribe today. What it do, little tribe? I'm home. I'm gonna go live while I warm up the house. Freezing. It's like 11 degrees outside, like 10 degrees. It's gonna be down like 2 degrees tonight, probably. Taking care of that. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, that's what it's all about, right? Yeah, God did it. He already did it. He continue to do it when other people, don't help you. And they know they allowed to help you. They can help you, but they won't because they think you are already going to move another way when you get what you want. But tribe, we know better than that. Yeah. I pretty much do this dolo solo. My neighbor be helping me out because I don't have a car, so she take me back and forth to the grocery store. I appreciate that. Boom, what it do though, Dawn? Yeah, that's what it's all about, tribe. That's what it's all about. Going out, putting in that big dog work, coming home, taking tomorrow off, and then do it all again on Monday. Yep, so I gotta warm up the house, man. It's cold in here. I've been gone like 3 days, so yeah. I'm glad to be home. It's peaceful, like when, you know what I'm saying, tribe. When I'm by myself, oh yeah, it's peaceful. Yeah. Before I thought it was difficult. Man, I got this right here like 2 years ago from a fair. And that was the first time I had been to the fair since I was like 12 years old. So I was like 47 and I won this, a dragon. Yeah. Woo, man, what a ride, what a day. Yes, sir, what a day, man. I had to make a delivery this morning. Boom, what it do to Hendry? Hola. I don't speak Spanish. Yeah, I had to make my delivery today. Then I had to go do a pickup. Boom, thanks for the light, though. I had to go do my pickup. When I did that, the first one took hours. I was there at like 5:30 in the morning. And then I didn't get out of there until 9:30. Then I went to the other one, got there about, I think like 1. I don't remember what time I got there, but I think I left about 3:30. So I was there like about 2.5 hours. And then I just had a 3 hour drive home. 3 hours and 20 minutes, 3.5 hours. Boom, what it do though? Your local horse girl, what it do though? Yeah, life rough. You know what I mean? But we can only make it beautiful and better. Like, we just have to work hard. Actually, it wasn't bad, to be honest with you. To be real with you, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Like, I just started this job on Thursday. So, other than that, I used to go like 550 miles a day. And it's hard. It was hard. I like this a little better. I have to go down to New York City, but people complain about that. All they do is cry. Man, I want to go home. What am I on a truck for? Boom, appreciate it. Bro, awesome words right there. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, so I like this better. People, they cry. Oh, I want to be home every day. I met a guy with the same company. He was getting loaded right next to me. Back then, it had the door next to me. He was like, man, I'm trying to go home. I'm like, I don't even want to hear that. Man, I'm a trucker. I'm not out here to be a 9 to 5 type of guy. You know what I mean? Trucking is a lifestyle. It's not a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? If you got to be on the truck, you got to be on the truck. You got responsibilities to take care of. But if you work 14 hours a day, and then you got 10 hours off. So you park the truck, get out, and you just did 14 hours of work. Now it's going to take you to get home maybe 30 minutes to get home when you park the truck. Let's say an hour. It's going to take you about an hour. By the time you make your couple stops, do this and do that, it may take you, let's say 30 minutes. Now you got 9.5 hours. Now by the time you eat, take a shower, that's 2.5 hours right there. So that's 7 hours. That's 3 hours. Now you got 7 hours of sleep to try to fall asleep in 7 hours to get back up to get on the truck. Nah, I'd rather go to my area where I'm delivering. I got a bed in the back. I sleep better on the truck than I do at home. So I'm out here to, to build, not to just be a driver for 20 years. I've been doing it 17 years, but if you watch my videos from the beginning, I was going through something different in my life. It was hard. I was stuck in that room for like almost 2 years. I couldn't move, couldn't do nothing. I couldn't keep a car running. I couldn't keep a bike on the road. I fixed the tire. I pop. I put an alternator, starter, battery, a harness on the alternator. Man, I did a transmission screen. Nothing went work. I couldn't get a job. I was stuck in a little small town. From my grandma does, and he works 8 to 10. Right, see what I'm saying? He works from 8 in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night. That's like 14 hours, but you home every night. I'm not gonna play with myself like that. But yeah, so I was out of the truck for like a year, about 18 months. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see my story on here on my first videos and stuff like that. The stuff I got up there, people, they'll subscribe and unsubscribe. But hey, that's me though. I didn't know it. You know what I mean? I appreciate God, like, Most High for, coming in my life. Like, I was going through a lot. So I was out of the truck, then I moved up here to Massachusetts, and sorry, Grandpa, I didn't realize it said Grandma. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he's good. I get you. Yeah, but moved up to Massachusetts from Florida. And man, it was rough. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this a long time, so now I'm moving into doing workshops, teaching people about trucking and just different things, and just sharing my life here on YouTube. It's different. People, they can say what they want to say. Hey, I'm going to keep coming here. You can't stop me from doing that. You can say whatever you want to say in the comments. You can subscribe and unsubscribe. There's 8 billion people over here waiting to get your spot. Well, I'm going to head to sleep. Have a good night. You too. Boom. Thank you for subscribing. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, it was rough, man. So I just want to share other things with other people. But right now it's about my tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, my spiritual tribe. Y'all know who y'all is. I'm back 3 times today. Yeah, so excuse me. 3 times today. That's how serious it is, tribe. Well, it's heating up. We close. So all I gotta do is just keep dropping my videos. It's gonna reach the right people. I need to get to the nail doctor. I mean the what they be called to get your fingers did. I usually do, cause I get hangnails. It's hard. I pay $30 when I go, like every 2 weeks. I need it. My nails brittle. I'm missing something in my diet. Yeah, so I went through a lot. You know, when people talk about spiritual warfare, I just look at my channel. You will see it, man, it was pretty bad. It was pretty rough. Tribe. Check out my channel. Go from the first video and then watch that growth. Watch the transformations. I'm steady going through transformations. So I got with this company now, and the divine made a way. The Most High did. You know what I mean? And you know the Most High worked with the divine. So when I say divine, I'm talking about all of that. The divine mother and the father. You know what I mean? Because it is a mother God. I didn't even know that. That was like a gift. I was like, oh man. It took me 5 months to realize who she was. And it was something special to experience something like that without nobody, like, I didn't know, like, nobody knew anything about it's a mother God. Like, people don't talk about that kind of stuff. If I say it now, they'll say, oh man, he on some, I can't be if I'm driving truck. How can I unsee and unhear things I done seen and heard? Like I just came back from Maine to Massachusetts. I didn't go over there and pick the load up and seen all of that stuff and seen my way back here. How can I unsee that? And I'm home. I see myself home. Man, shoot, yeah. So I'm doing the work. Tribe. Yeah. And one thing about it, tribe, the wrong people can't come in here pretending to be tribe. You can't. I ain't no sucker. Not at all. I'm good people. So yeah, I was really, man, like, you know how the mother God, like how she come in, it's actually like scary to be honest with you, because she nice and sweet, but she don't talk like that. Now the Most High, the Father, yeah, man, he come in. Boy, you'll think he a lame dude, man. You'll think he just lame. That's why the devil they do. They think God weak, lame, or whatever they want to call it. You know, but he not. He don't have to do anything, but just love everything. Because he got too much protection, like me and tribe. You know, we protect that. We protect God, man. Like if it come down to it in the physical. So, but he don't battle. He don't do battle. Not like we was taught, like, oh, I'm gonna destroy the earth and fire and all that. How the flood happened and all these other things. Like when you're dealing with you gotta remember you're dealing with the infinite God, like creator, source. Excuse me. So if it's infinite, like that's why we outside the understanding what it is of who the source is. But when you're working with him, like you know what I mean, like yeah, you understand, and overstand how he is, because he showing up like big time. And then that's why, you know, like me, I go through solitude and, you know, hermit mode and all that stuff. I've been in solitude for a minute. It's like 2.5 years I hadn't dated, you know what I mean, or nothing, you know, because it's so important to me. seen so much and experienced so much, tribe. Like, you, I got my stuff on here. I speak about all that. And it's hard, tribe, like not linking up with people that just experience things I've experienced. Like when I speak about Mother God, y'all know. But I need tribe, like the ones that know, y'all, man, y'all got to start linking up with people. Instead of all this talking, we don't need to just be here doing all this talking and trying to teach people. We need to be putting in the work. I got blueprints, tribe. Like I got blueprints. I'm ready to go to work, man. I'm ready to do something. I'm only doing it now. Boy, I can use some help bad, tribe. Y'all better come on through. I'm telling you. Got to. I don't make this to be a content creator. You look at my first video and you'll see like, man, this dude right here, like, he on to something. Yeah, I really am. It's not that I'm on to something, I just was called up. The Most High was like, you ready? You ready? And I'm like, huh? Everything was coming in like just so different. And I talk to people, I'm like, and like nobody experienced stuff that I experienced. I hear people talk about some of the stuff that I experienced, you know, but they don't speak about their experience. I mean, their experience of like the things that I've experienced. A whole lot of like the celestial, oh, man. I'm talking about they loaded up, tribe. Man, I'm talking about this, man, bigger than like what people really think. It's so huge, like, man, like, and it's serious. You know what I mean? So it's just time for our evolution, tribe. It's like I'm damn near coming on here begging, like, tribe, man, come on, man. Please come on, hurry up, man. Y'all stop all that talking, man. Let's do the work, man. Like we need to start figuring out who is who at this point. Like and let's move. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's get in the gear. You know 2030 coming. If you know, you know. Stop playing, tribe. I know some of you know what I mean. Some of my tribe, you can reach out and communicate and talk. I have communicated. Nobody came through and did nothing. You know what I mean? I got traps out there, stuff trying to trip me up. Was trying to trip me up and confuse me, but man, you know me, I'm a big dog. It don't bother me. I mean, yeah, it do when it delays me, and then I'm worried about living out on the streets. Man, it's like 10 degrees outside right now. You know what I mean? Snow on the ground. I can't live out there. I'm deaf. I'm gonna freeze to death. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know nobody here. Just got left high and dry, so they thought, nah. I'm a go-getter. I make things happen. You know what I mean? So when I'm moving like that, that's why when they say what you put out to the universe is like what you experience, like what you get back. And that's true. You know what I mean? But I got so much stuff at me, tribe, so it ain't even funny, man. And I feel like some of my tribe, y'all just sitting there with information, y'all supposed to be linking up, and y'all not. You can't move like that. You just can't come on here and be trying to be content creator and be on all these different platforms. I only got one. That's just this one. We don't need to, that's not our focus. At this point right now, tribe, our folks ain't just trying to teach people and because they don't, if you talk to them, you tell them they don't want it. Unless you build it, then they'll come. Like, hold up, yeah. But tribe, like, you know, when the blueprint's laid out, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what's on the board? You know what's on the board. We got to stop all the talking. We got to link up, man. We know who is who, you know what I mean? We know what our vulnerability, you know what I'm saying, look like. We know what vulnerability is, being vulnerable is. We know that's our superpower. We say it to people's face. That don't mean they can do it. You can give people the whole blueprint and like they say, lead a horse to water, and he still can't get it to drink. That's like what we living in. Like I be around people now, like, hey man, I'm trying to build a company with with this guy I know, been knowing him all my life, basically, but he playing around. Like he don't call me every day, so I know it's a little hate, a little jealousy in his heart. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. What it do though, okay. It's the same message. But anyway, um, you know, he don't call me. I gotta call him. And then what's up, possum? And I asked him one day, I'm like, what you mean? Why you be calling me a possum? Cause you kinda look like a possum. Man. And that's what I gotta work with and deal with. He laying down some stuff like, but he not communicating with me back and forth. Like, cause we can get this stuff going like in a month. But he got to do the groundwork on his end. That's what I'm waiting on. You know what I mean? So I can lay down the blueprint, lay down everything to add to his groundwork, the groundwork that he's doing. But gotta wait on him. And he got in, like started doing it, like went to running with it. Then next thing you know, he slowed down, backpedal, like, this ain't gonna work. I know he's just on some hater stuff, like, cause it ain't his idea. But I guarantee you, like, what I guided him to, I bet you going around telling people that he doing that. Yeah, man, like he want to take it for his. Go ahead. We won't even get in each other way. If he start doing the lumber service, that ain't gonna bother me. Do you know how to do it? He can have the blueprints, but like he gotta have something else to go with it. Excuse me, that's something he don't have. Like me, I can talk to anybody. I don't care if you're a kid growing up from Mexico, Venezuela, Haiti, Jamaica, Europe, Germany, Russia, Poland. I don't Africa. I don't care where you from. Egypt. I can communicate with anybody. Governors, senators, presidents, kings, queens. I can communicate with anybody on any level. But this is where I come from. This is my background. So I just stick with, you know what I mean, what I'm used to. Like this comfortable for me to speak this way. So yeah, might sound a little hood and don't sound educated. Well, what is education? Here, you can get educated on the internet now. Almost just about, you don't really need to go to school really no more. Think about it. Hold that. You don't even really need public schools. Like, yeah, it can help you. Don't get it wrong. Anything can help you. Hell, that devil shit can help you too. Cause you'll learn that I don't like this and move away from it, pivot away from it, and moving your south node energy. I don't like being on the north. Move your north node energy. You know what I'm saying? You can move that to that space. Like I don't like that south node energy. But you can't come around playing with that type of energy either. Because some of us, we take that stuff personal. Some people are already on assignment on that. You know what I mean? Know the assignment. Some people be like, hey, don't tell them all these business, don't tell them too much. Why not? They suckers. They can't do it. I can talk about buying and selling produce. I can show people how to do it. But they don't know how to connect the dots. They can see the dots, but they can't connect them like that. Easy peasy. You know what I mean? It's easy. So that's why I was built like this from the Most High. Tried. I'm serious, man. We getting close. Like we need to start linking up. When y'all come across this, stay with it. I can use some guidance on, you know what I mean, how to look at things and stuff too from y'all angle. You know what I mean? We can work that way. I don't care how the hell, whichever way it goes. Let's do it. We need some more stuff to plate. Yeah, so try being, if you're ready, You ain't gonna worry about all the pretty stuff, trying to come on here, look pretty, look good, and talk good, and sound educated. Man, we ain't got time for that. Like we already got big motion. Only thing the divine doing is right now, the most high, like, hey, y'all need to start linking up. And I'm like, I'm tired of sitting here, like, listening to people I run into, all they want to do is talk. And then I'm like, and then the way I run into, people that's tapped into the unknown, tribe, like, I say something, I don't get nothing back. It's like, I can't just say, oh, I can't work for nobody. God gonna do it. He did. Helped me find this job I got now. God helped me do that. But I had to put in the work. And then I had to talk to the people. Then it was like this with the guy. I'm like, damn. So I just started getting a little worried because I didn't want to stay with the last job I was with. The dude just leave me in positions where it's gonna really mess me up. You know what I mean? I don't need to stay in a space like that. So open up the door and finally, made it happen. So and now I'm over here working. Man, these people like, hey man, thank you so much, and man, thank you for helping my family. And they know I work, they know I can run. That's what we say in trucking. Like, when you can drive, and don't mess around. Don't be stopping in the truck stop, pull over and go to drive 2 hours, pull over and take a 2 or 3 hour nap. Didn't do that. No, I just drove 3 hours and 20 minutes straight here without stopping. No, one time straight here. Not only just because I was coming home, but usually I wait till I get on down somewhere. And, when I'm trying to, I had to really be here so I can start off on Monday. Because I got to do a 34-hour reset. So I got to be off for 34 hours so I can get a whole new work week on my logbook. Excuse me. But I have, matter of fact, I'm gonna look at my time now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a reset. I don't really have to, but I think I better do. I think I better do that to play it safe. And then that means on Monday, man, I'm gonna be going in traffic. Like, it's gonna be heavy traffic by the time I leave on Monday to go to work. It's gonna be rough. Tribe. Yeah, man. It's time, tribe. Like, look at me. Need some help. Like, I gotta come in and eat cereal. I could have had tried somewhere close by. I could have had a restaurant or one of their family members, their wife, or a husband or somebody could have cooked and was like, hey man, I'm gonna bring you something to eat. I know you ain't got it. Okay, I appreciate it. Then I do the same thing, vice versa. With tribe, with y'all tribe, do the same thing. If I cook, hey man, you hungry? You need me to pick you up? You ain't got to ride? Blah blah blah, whatever. Hell, if it's 5 hours away, I got to take time out of my time to take you somewhere. Let's do it. It's gonna be a 10-hour day. All right, okay, let's do it. That's me, and I'm not gonna sit there and say, hey man, you gonna give me gas for taking you? Nah, because why would I want to do that? So I've always worked to put myself in a position where I can take care of myself, and by myself. And then that way, like, I've been running into situations, if you watch my stuff on here, like, you see all the situations I've been through, like, a lot. And I've been handling them pretty much on my own. I get a little help when I was in Indiana. Look how that went. That was stressful, like, down back in Florida. Then come up here, like, been going through it. Now, like, when one job, falling through, I pick up on another one. So, and I, have faith in these jobs, like they're gonna work out, and like, yeah, God, look what God did. But man, how many times we're gonna say that when He doing it all the time? You know what I mean? I don't want to look at this and say, man, thank you, God. Like, man, the last 3 times I was like, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? But so I just walk with that consciously all day. I'm just communicating with Him, even if it's not words, it's just in a dimension, like just a whole lot of things just flowing when I'm dealing with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and He just be 3 things. Just be you. Just be you. Boom. How you doing, Asher? I thought it said Ashtar. Okay. Yeah, he said just be you. And I'm like, I figured I was moving right. You know what I mean? Like, and man, and I was. Even when I'm moving a little wrong, I only just grew out of that, learned lessons. That wasn't like seeing, oh man, you're gonna burn in hell. How you gonna burn in hell when everybody else doing the same thing, like eating a bowl of cereal? Like, ain't everybody else only eating cereal and drinking milk? Like, I got the stove heating up in here. It's cold in here. You know what I mean? Till my heat kick up. Ain't on everybody else got to do this. They moving this to this place. The same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how it go. Like, I don't need nobody to, you know, tell me I gotta keep begging God and please God help me find another job. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got into that point like, Pops, man, I need some help on this one, man. Let's keep effing with me. You know what I mean? I said it just like that, and he found me another like a job, like because my car broke down. And then, like, man, it was just, I was so frustrated, stuck on the side of the road. I was going to go live, but I didn't have that much battery, battery life on my phone. And show you, I'm on the side of the interstate, man. It's like 10 degrees. And then, but with the wind blowing from all the traffic and the trucks, man, it was like 0 degrees. And I'm walking 3 miles there, 3 miles back. Police pull up on me, like he want to, make a problem out of me. Had to go through that. Take your hands out of your pocket. Man, it's cold, man. Like, I just don't know. You just take your hands out of your pocket. Somebody called and said that you were walking and you don't need to be out here. I'm like, man, my car right here. I'm like, I drive truck, man. Like, you know what I mean? I was on the load and I saw this car. I've been waiting on it 3 months. Now I come to go get it and now it's breaking down. Transmission. So I walked back to go get transmission fluid and it looked like it was leaking oil and transmission fluid. So I went back to go get that. Wasn't nobody stopping, but it was quick to call the police. Like a crazy psycho guy walking. But I really needed help. You know what I'm saying? But you want to, you know what I'm saying? So he was just trying to be, you know what I mean, nasty towards me. But then he ended up helping me out in the long run. Because he did give me like a ride in the back of the police car, you know what I'm saying, 50 yards. And I'm like, damn, I got to get in the back of the police car? That's somewhere I don't want to be, man. I've been through enough all that. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So it made me emotional like, man, like, how I get here? Like, man, oh, that's what you got for me? You won't say you get in the front seat. You gonna put me in the back of the police car. Like, man, I'm too tired for this, stressed out, been on the bus, been up all night, ain't had no sleep. You know what I'm saying? To get here, then I went through all this breaking down, then you gonna put me in the back of the police car? Damn. That was rough, man. That was hard. You know, and like people, they don't see what you go through in life when you go through situations, and then they'll say, "Oh, God got you. He got you protected." Yeah, but like I'm cold, I'm freezing. I'm like, man, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, there's nobody in my physical right now, and God be sending people like the people I bought the car from a mechanic shop. I could afford to pay for them to put a new transmission in the truck if they knew it was bad. Don't sell it to me, then it go bad. And then now it break down on me, and then you should have been helping from the beginning. So God just watching you, man. I have to go through it because of who I am. I'm built like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you know what I mean, you walking with God, you like people say this is a test, that's a test. Man, you just go through things and so you can see. Like what they say, see through the veil. And then really you become a test for other people. Because God want to see if they ready. Really, it ain't really a test. It's just to see if you ready for this next level. To see which way you're going to go. Your north node energy, your south node energy. Which way you're going to go. You can't really play in between both. You know what I mean? That's why you heal, so you can, you know what I mean, pivot and be all the way from your South Node energy. And it take a lot of inner work to do that. You know what I mean? And sitting with God in your inner being. You know what I mean? People can tell you different stories about God, and it's the same thing when everybody tell you the same stories, different way. But boy, there's some good prophets out there, boy, that preach from the Bible, good at that. But then some people, you know what I mean? They looking like, oh, we gotta have more money in the whatever they call it, the pot. We gotta have more money in the trade than that. I know y'all can come up with a little bit more money, man. Hell, these people barely had gas money to make it to this church today, man. You know what I'm saying? This person, grandkids needed pampers because her daughter got, you know what I mean, they have a job now. It's falling back on the grandma. Granddad ain't around. That grandma like, man, I got to pay 10% of my tithes. I got to go ahead and give you $20 to God. No, you giving it to another human being, man. You know what I mean? Because if a person really walking with God, they're not going to take from you like that. You know what I mean? Then they say money is the root to all evil. It's just not, it's not the money, it's just the people that have the money. And like you, if I'm the CEO of a company and I'm over $20 million budget, I got to make the right moves with it to turn it to 100 million, so that way y'all can follow me. You know what I mean? Like that. But if a lot of times people don't, that's how you get a lot of con artists, a lot of scammers, and people like doing the dirty, sneaky stuff behind people's back. So, you know, and it just can go infinite ways with that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't like to stay on that too much because I don't want to make it seem like I'm ragging on Christianity or the Bible or Buddhism or none of that. But it's just, you know, I'm speaking for here in America. We know what the churches look like here. We already know what they look like. And then everywhere you go, you want to be saved right now? Okay, the lady asked me that one day. She prayed for me, and then I opened my eyes. She said, now you saved. I didn't feel no different. And I still had the same problems. I'm like, I thought I'm saved. Like, nah. You see, I'm steady constantly saving myself from situations because I turn around and lean on the divine. Because it ain't nobody here. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he proved it. You know what I mean? Make a way. That's how I get this job. And I found a good mechanic shop. But I had to spend a lot of money. And I'm like, man, I ain't got this money. My bills coming up. I'm changing jobs. I hope this guy paid me for my last job. So I got all that going on. So like now, I'm in more of a comfortable space. You know what I mean? Head space, mindset with this new company where I'm at now. And I don't want to take like, oh God, doing it the faith. I'm walking into it and walking with it with a different mindset now. And I just, you know what I mean? Like, just make it count. You know, so I just stay on the gas, you know what I mean? And you know, like these last 4 jobs and how I got my license back, yeah, I praise God. Like, thank you, God. Yes, man, like, yes. But like he keep making ways because other people, they don't want to be right with people because they just know this guy too good, he's just too nice. It's something wrong. Like he doing this for a reason. Then they're gonna try to make a reason what for you to be nasty and crooked. Because other people do that. Because they do that too. And man, I ain't got time for that. I don't like that, man. That's too much work for my mind, my brain. Like, get it up off me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what we have to go through. And I go through a lot of that with people, especially going to jobs. Like, you see when I'm broke down, check out my shorts. You see I'm broke down in the truck. I'm like, man, this dude, like, gonna push my 17 years experience away like it's nothing. Yeah. You been driving 17 years. Yeah, I get it. I told you this truck having problems and it broke down. See what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, man, been going through it. So now I'm in, at a newer job, and I really like this one because I can make more money, and I don't have to drive as many miles, and I can come home like every other day once I start rolling right. So, that's me. That's what I'm calling it, tribe, man. You better tighten up, man. We got stuff on the board. We able to connect. What up, Mr. 8? Boom. I don't know how you got in here. Oh, I appreciate that. So we able to, man. We got people in the right positions and everything. And man, people all over platforms like speaking the right things and saying the right things, but I think we just too much trying to teach and be the one to know. We got to stop being the ones that want to know and start putting ourselves out there like, hey man, come in and work with me. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to make money off a channel that ain't yours. They say it's my channel. That ain't your channel. It's a YouTube channel, man. Who created this? YouTube. Yeah, you can say my channel. Like, yeah, I get it, but people take this stuff too serious. You get out of here on my channel with that. I'm about to, what they say, when they delete the comments, I'm about to kick you out of here. I'm about to get you off my channel. You can't come in my channel. They start arguing with people because of what people saying. I'm like, yeah, but they be telling good information. You know what I'm saying? And they give us a lot of information, but then they turn around and you like, wait a minute. Nah, you need more healing too, man. But you trying to tell other people how to heal and how to look at the quantum field and all this stuff. Man, and then the divine, they funny. Like, man, God, the Most High, boy, he funny. He a comedian, boy. He really is funny. And the divine funny too. So what they do is just let them show their true colors. And then when you looking at it, you like, so they let them spin it on themselves. That's where the Most High work. He make you do it to yourself, man. He don't come in like, I command you. Yeah, he got a command to make the earth stay up here so we can be alive. So he don't command, he just creates something. When the problem going a certain way, he just create another way. Like he turned dark into light. Like, cause I know people be on these platforms, you can tell they like, damn, like me, I might be damn and saying this, saying that, but then I see them grab them and they'll start saying good information. And you know what I mean? You'll be like, damn, that sound like that was for me. You know what I'm saying? You might run into somebody that's like that too. And you don't get it. Somebody's talking stupid. You like, and then that's some confirmation on some other stuff you got from here, over there. You like, and that man, divine, he come in different ways. You know what I mean? To show you like, man, I turned the dark to light. Like what the devil got on the Most High. Like so he don't have to do battle. What he gonna battle with the devil for? When he got whole archangels, seraphims, all these big time warrior angels. Man, please, really? They protect his throne. That means if they protect his throne, that means this the king. The king don't go out there and fight no battles. That's what he got knights and everything else for. What he got to go out there and argue with the devil for? It's just too blatant to see. Like they didn't pass the information off to humanity the right way. So like when Jesus, Yeshua came, he was passing the message, but then they took it and twisted it and tried to make it seem like it was good. Then they put the spin on it. You know what I mean? They just killed him, let's say, and then just put a spin on the stuff he taught because they know he was telling the truth about, you know what I mean, Creator God, the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I think they killed him like, oh man, we done messed up. So then they take his teachings to try to control humanity, the population here. And they part of doing that. It's just a whole lot to go with that. I don't want to even dive into that. You can find that information a lot of other places, on other platforms. People know some stuff. I can dive deep into stuff in whole classes and be telling people, teaching people stuff, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 144. What that mean? I can't, like, it helped me, that's all I'm gonna say. And I didn't know nothing about no 3, 6, 9 at all. And then it just came with some other stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. So when you're dealing with the unknown, it's majestic and it's supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't believe in supernatural. I didn't believe in karma. I don't talk the karma game. Oh, you're gonna get your karma. I don't want to call God in on a peon. What I'm called God on a peasant. I know this dude was sold me this car, he a fucking peasant. I ain't gotta call him. What I'm called God and be like, hey man, can you make something happen to them for selling me a bad car? Nah, he's gonna spin around and do something to himself. So now, boom, I ain't gotta worry about him no more. You know what I mean? So now all I did was get the car and I'm just gonna fix it. You know what I mean? I keep it another 10, 15 years. You know, it'll be my car to get back and forth to the truck, this, that, and the other. Then I get me something nice, you know what I mean, to ride around in. Once I start setting up business deals and things like that, I gotta have something nice. You know, if I got a customer I want to sell watermelons to, I might want to give them a ride out to meet a farmer. So I want to have a nice car. So like people on the materialist, like they like materialistic stuff. I'm not materialistic. I don't wear watches. I don't wear jewelry. I'm not into that. I don't do all that. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that like to take trips. Why? I'm gonna go somewhere and like stay there for a week. I go to Jamaica for a week. Stay at a resort. Walk around at one little resort. If I go to the area where the community is of black people, I'm gonna be worried about getting robbed or something. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go down there. So really, you want to know people when you go places instead of just talking about taking a trip, going to some type of resort. Then you spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? You could have built something with that money instead of taking trips 3 times a year. I used to do that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because my ex, we was together 12 years. We've been broke up since like 2016, like 11 years now. And yeah, you know what I mean? That's what she wanted to do. But she was boring though. She'd go places and like when we went to New Orleans, it was nice. You know what I mean? I love New Orleans, French Quarter. It was really nice. But I like to go in there now, you know, and the way we went, we didn't spend a lot of money. So, but it just it was a whole week there, and it's like, damn, I didn't communicate with people from the community. You know what I mean? Not like that, you know. I was a tourist when I went. I wasn't getting to know the community and being able to help people that's in situations. So, taking trips and vacations and excuse me, trying to show somebody like I made it out the mud and all that stuff, man. Yo, I'm on assignment. I'm on a mission, and boy, paying attention to this, it's like toting this type of energy, it ain't easy, boy. It's 24/7, 365, like for real. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year. It's total consciousness of the divine. It's not easy. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with source, like creator, like it's boy, woo, it's heavy, man. And then like, you know, the way, and then you got so much other stuff coming in trying to attack you because, you know what I mean, through the spiritual, like they say demonic stuff. I don't like to say demons or whatever, entities and all that, like dark forces, just what I call them. They come in all kind of ways to try to trap you up. They'll try to line it up and make it seem like it's you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, how is this happening? Like, I don't get it. So it was like a lot of confusion there for me, man, like going through that, like, man. And like now, it backed off a little bit, but now just really, it's already trapped. It's been set with the people. Like the last job, it was should have worked. I really liked that job. You know what I mean? Like, cause I could be home like every other night. You know what I mean? And I like the areas. You know what I mean? We call it the lanes I run. Like the routes I ran, I liked them, but I like this one better. You know what I'm saying? And I make more money over here, and I got better equipment. Ain't nothing really perfect, you know, so I don't have to make it perfect and build my own. And that's what I'm working on. That's why I'm here. Like, try it. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's do it, man. We ain't got to be sitting there like doing all this talking no more. Man, 2030, like right around the corner. We got like less than 4 years right now. So what y'all gonna spend another almost let's say 4 years to just keep still talking and you know what's on the board? Like, really? We got to put this stuff into action. We just can't be sitting there just talking and trying to tell people stuff to look good on YouTube, trying to be a celebrity. Man, I wish I can't say I want to hang around a celebrity, but some of them, the celebrities, they have a natural gift and a natural talent. Some people just make themselves celebrities because they think that's the hot thing right now, and then they don't be. But then they force something. So what they connected to. And they be sounding like they part of the collective too. Like they be knowing some information. I'm like, dang. So but I can see right through them like, oh, you playing. You been messing around Masons and stuff like that, been teaching you stuff. And I learned like that, like, dang. Like what? Like the way I learned, like, and I learned a lot in a quick, short amount of time, and it was hard because it was coming in like all day, every day, everywhere. Like, oh man, like I was scared. You know what I mean? Like I was dealing with a lot. You know, so like, and so much came in. Like, if somebody started talking, I can start communicating with them. But like now, I don't know where to begin is go to talking, but just boom, what up, tribe? Let's do it, man. It's time. Like, God, dog. It's time. We got to start linking up, man. You know, like, I'm about to be in position pretty decent, hopefully, coming up here in May. And, like, when I start talking, I might, you know what I mean, things might go from here to there because the energy be flowing in. It's just so much. Just want to come out at one time. It's hard to stay on track because I don't have a script to, you know what I mean, and stuff written down yet. But I'm going to be moving into that space, not long from now, because I do have workshops showing people like, look, it's ways for you to create new financial markets in your local communities right there in front of your face. But people keep running to the corporates because the 401k, oh, they give you dinner like the healthcare packages, but you still pay $50 a week for healthcare. So they pay part of that. So they're gonna take your $200 a month, and you've been here 5 years. That's $2,000. No, that's $20,000, because that's 200 a month times 10. That's 2,000. That's 2,400 times 5, 20. That's $7,000, something like that. Let me get my calculator. I'm using good at math, but I have so much going on. But anyway, to make it simple, like all they're gonna do is with your money is take it in and invest it. And you know what I mean? If you go to the doctor, and that's how they pay your bills. You like, damn, now if I get them $50 a week, now I go to the doctor, that was a $10,000 bill, and then they took care of it. How they did that? Because somebody else didn't go to the doctor. I'm pretty sure everybody getting primary doctors and all that type of stuff and going to the doctor when they think something wrong. Like when you get like up and around my age, like 49, 50, you know what I mean? You know, you going to the doctor, you know, to get checked out. So how do they do that? They invest your money in the stock market. I passed by Lowe's, and I looked at Lowe's. They got pallets of stuff stacked up outside. Like, I don't know if it's sod or if it's I'm not sod, but mulch, or if it's soil. You know what I mean? In bags, and they got new they have new riding lawnmowers stacked up on pallets. Man, there go your damn stock market money right there, sitting around these stores, sitting outside on the ground, man, just sitting there waiting for somebody to buy it. They overstocked with your money, got your money sitting there. They hoping people can go out and buy it. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's how you stock market. I know about these things. Like, we don't even have to do that. We don't even have to do it that way. So if you pay $200 a month times 12, that's $2,400 times 5. That's $12,000 in 5 years. So if you got a $10,000 bill 1 year, and then you go to the doctor and they give the insurance company, the health insurance company, discount, because the doctors really work for them. The whole thing's set up. You know what I'm saying? And then they just take your money and spin it around and keep putting it back into the things for their agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to see it. And then now you got that, then plus you got the 401k. So the insurance people, the 401k people, they buddies. So now they getting $200 a month from that. Then you paying $100 a week out of your check for 401k. That's $400 a month. So now they get $600 a month from you. They getting $600 a month. They getting $7,200 a year out of your check. You know what I'm saying? For you. And if they do that to 1 million people, look how much damn money they got to just invest. You know what I'm saying? Then they have angels, like, I don't know how to say it, like angel investors, and then they got the ones over the investment firms and all of that stuff. That's all they be doing. I mean, it's too easy to see it, but people, they don't think like this. But that's how the Most High work with me. Like, I've just been seeing stuff like this all my life, and I just been figuring out, like, damn, like, what if this? So I've been learning how to create stuff around this stuff. You know what I mean? The system they have now. Now I'm there. Yeah, I got, what I'm saying, with some stuff like I tell you, you can collapse this shit, but people, we got to work together. And I'll show you how easy it is. That's why I'm workshops here. I'm showing you. And I ain't even trying to say join my master class and do all this, join the, get a subscription with my channel and all that. Hell no, I'm not gonna do that. Some people, you know what I'm saying, can do it, and they need the money because they use it to make their channel better because they really getting the word out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever platform they on. And it's a lot of, good people to do have some good information that's coming from God that be on these platforms. So that's how it's ramped up with the divine. You know what I mean? So I don't pay attention to TV, the news, and all that stuff. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wait on God, like the Most High. I be with Him every day, like it's nothing to me. Like He's sitting right here, like right now, like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm dealing with Him another way, and it's helping me speak and talk. You know what I mean? And like even before words come out of my mouth, I have to really kind of focus on that to get up. You know what I mean? Help with speaking. You know what I mean? What I'm speaking about, and moving forward, I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean, use a lot more of this. You know what I mean? Guidance. But right now, you might hear me talk a little shit and everything. Yeah, I be frustrated. Like, man, the stuff I go through, I'm up here in Massachusetts. I don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? And my neighbor give me a ride to the grocery store. And I just run into a lot of problems with no help. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know what I mean? Like, in the physical, my sister switched out on me. She lived 2 streets over. I ain't talked to her since, like in October, the end of October. You know what I mean? Like, so she got a problem with me, and I moved up here for her to help me. She wouldn't help me even go find a bank to switch my damn bank so I can have another different bank here. She didn't even do that. So I still haven't switched my bank. The bank I have is not, they don't have one here in this city or in this state or even in Connecticut, in the next state. Or even, I don't see them nowhere. So she didn't take that serious. You know what I'm saying? So she just did a lot of funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurt me because, like, that was my, you know what I mean? I was close to her. Like, everything that I'm going through since the beginning of my awakening and going through this stuff, she was there, and I would talk to her about things, and she was there to listen. When people want to call me crazy, and, you know what I mean? Like, she supported me. Then I get here, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, you move a different way on me. And I'm like, that hurt me bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my last place to go before I had nobody to turn to, nowhere else to go. And that's how I got this place. She wouldn't help me, walking around the corner. Boom, was a for rent sign right here. I called the people, and it was like, oh, we had an open house, and we had like 40 people show up. I'm tired, I'm going home. I'm like, oh, okay, well, when you gonna, is there any way I can still put in an application? She was like, well, if you don't mind, can I ask you, what kind of work do you do? I was like, I'm a truck driver. Oh, you drive trucks? That's nice. Well, I'm only 2 minutes away. I'm going to turn around and come back and meet you. You sound like a nice guy. Yeah, because I told you I was a truck driver. You know, I make good money. You know what I'm saying? I can afford to live here. And so it happened like that. But I still had to wait like about 6 weeks through that process. You know what I'm saying? I started sleeping on my truck, you know what I mean, at work, in the yard at work, because I didn't want to go to my sister's house because they was acting funny, her and her husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I got to get out of here. So I stayed on the truck 2 or 3 days. I was taking a shower in the sink in our office. You know what I mean? Bathing that way. You know, I got 2 bikes. The dude sold me that was working with me. Tires bad on me down in my garage right now. I asked her to take me to the bicycle shop. She was like, I was like, hey, man, I ain't got to take that, man. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. I'm trying to get the bikes on the road so that way I don't have to ask you for a ride. Because, like, I didn't want, like, they was acting, all of that. Like, she was beginning to be really nasty towards me. And I'm like, man, I got to get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm begging God, and God don't be wanting us to beg Him like that. Oh, please God, because then when He do it that one time, and that 1,000 times, that 10,000 times, like what was the purpose of begging Him the first time, and the 100th time, and the 1,000th time, and the 5,000 time, all the way to 100,000 times when He been there? Then you gonna keep begging Him? It's like you just gotta stay in position, like, but you know, like just talk to Him. That's what I do. Like, man, it's messing with me. Like, man, I'm like, I don't know no which way. Like, I get frustrated. I don't blame God. What am I blame Him for? It ain't Him. It ain't Him. He don't get in the way of our free will, man. He be serious about your privacy and your free will, man. The Most High don't play about that. I know he proved that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so He don't really get in the way, but give you a little here and there as you working through the hard times. But I thought about it. I said, you know what? Man, if all my problems went away, I think I'd be bored as hell. So I kind of like the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to it. If I didn't have no pressure, no problems, man, I'd be like, you know what I mean, all the money, like what I'm going to do? So I accept the pressure. You know what I'm saying? But like when it's life threatening and stuff like that, like now, that's when, you know what I mean, it's a serious problem for me. You know, so like when my car was breaking down, like I'm on the side of the road. That was dangerous for me walking on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these people, it could have been fixed. My car sat there like 3 months. I had paid for it. Then they didn't have the title when so they had to send for another title. So I had to wait 2 months just for that to come. And then my tire needed to be fixed. And I asked him, can he fix it? He didn't fix the tire. What he did was sold me another pair of rims, man. Okay, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? I paid $500 for them. I'm like, man, this dude killing me, man. Like, I don't even like rims. I'm not the type of guy gonna go out and spend money on rims and all that. Like, for people that like that type of stuff, I don't really even like to be around the type of people because I already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like my type. Like, and so they can see my light. And I've been knowing that all my life, but I only been around the type of people all my life. So, and then I go crazy on them, then they be like, oh, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I go to spazzing out, then they like, you know what I mean? I thought he was soft and weak. Nah, heck nah. Not me. I mean, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to be nobody doormat. Hell no. I can put up with people's stuff. My thing, I got thick skin. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me if somebody say this, say that, or however they want to say it. That's them. So, you know what I mean? So just moving through that, like God don't want to be in the way of nobody toxic stuff like that, and come in and like, oh, I'm gonna destroy him for doing this and that to you, man. Like they man, my mom, my brother, my sister, my aunt, they all talk bad about me. So my mom, younger brother, out of 12 kids. My mom, the third oldest, but the youngest baby out of the family, started saying some nasty things to my mom. Then her sister, they just alike. They get along, they don't get along. Started, you know, in the group text and started talking bad to my mom. And next thing you know, somebody just came out of this group chat and went exposing my uncle and my auntie business. And I don't know. What really was said, but when I seen the text, and my cousin sent me the text messages, and they said it's you. I'm like, me? I'm like, no, that's not me. Yeah, they said that's you, because I'm the only one that knew like what they was texting in the text message was only something that me and my uncle knew. My mom's younger brother, she was getting into it with. Only me and him knew certain things that they was texting in the text message. It wasn't me. And everybody's my aunt, her sons, I'm talking about how they gonna beat me up, and one of them said he dead to me, like they don't deal with me no more. So I got ruckus in the family. Everybody hate me and mad at me. I don't even know what the conversation was about, how I got started. I don't know what was said, but when I see it now, I say, man, that's the divine. I told my cousin, I said, hey, cuz, see, I'm telling you, man, the Most High don't play about me, man. They winning people to the group chat. And I'm like, how can I? That's not my phone number. That's a 954 area code. I got an 863 number. She was like, yeah, I seen that. I see that. I'm like, yeah, that's not my number. And then I can't just go and get into nobody's group chat. Somebody gotta text you from the group chat to add you to the group chat. So nobody never added my phone number to it, and they never added the 954 area code number to who number it is. It ain't nobody. It's just between my mom and her brothers and her sisters them. And it's 10 of them. They always been in the group chat for years now. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years. I'm just say that. And then next thing you know, somebody strange person come in and text and then took a picture of my aunt, son, and another guy and said, "Why you want to tell people this is real dad?" And my cousin looked just like this guy. I didn't do that. I don't even know how to make no collage to do all that. I don't go on Facebook like that to do. I don't do that. I don't follow people. Man, I don't do all that. I just come on here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I was like, whoa, man, like, what the divine don't play. So they be working more physical. Like, and it's just other things they've done too. And like, that's why, Most High was like, hey man, I need you to start talking. And I'm like, what? So that's how I created this channel here. You know what I mean? Like spiritual warfare, stuff, dark forces. Like just had a lot of stuff going on. So that's why I'm here like tribe. Come on, man. Y'all already get man, some of them even know who I am spiritually, but they don't really know who I am. I think when I communicate with them, they don't know who I am, but some kind of way, I don't know how they know me. They can see me, but they sure know me. They really do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, man, let's go to work. It's time to go to work, man. Like, you know what I mean? You got people right now that's waiting on God to show up. Been waiting on God 20, 30 years. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen my mom's ex-husband, I seen his daughter like maybe a year and a half ago, and she had a stroke maybe like 20 years ago, and she still like that. And she was like, I just feel like I just want God to take me sometime. I've been like this too long. I'm like, dang, wow. And she just sit in the house, like, and she going through it. And like, that's just one example of many other people, like, it's bad, like, in places for people, especially the kids. You know what I mean? So how are we going to do it? We got to start linking up. Everybody say, oh, we got to wait on divine timing. Yeah. But then like when you see people that know something, you got to start linking up with them. But everybody want to be the one that knows and be the one that's doing all the talking and got all the views and the subscribers. Man, I wouldn't be that petty to come on here. Not for me. If that worked for somebody else, I can't hate on you. But try it. Man, what the hell y'all doing? Come on, man. Let's go. Like y'all know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I know one thing about this. I don't make this channel to be here live. This right here gonna hit the right people in divine timing. Like, and then some people come back past here and feel it and be like, nah, it don't look like what they think it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just be real. That's it. I just come out of, you know what I mean? Some serious stuff, man. I did. You know what I'm saying? You wake up and you say, hey, you're in spiritual court? Spiritual court? What is that? Spiritual court, like, you know what I mean? Like, the spiritual warfare, people talking about, oh yeah, the spiritual warfare, but they be looking good. Like, you know what I mean? And like, they talk all this stuff about God and like, man, you got a nice triple vest suit on, like, God dang, boy, look at your tux. You know what I mean? Got your hair cut, man. I bald my head. I can't even get to the barber. I ain't had a haircut from the barber in like over 4 years now. Literally, like no lie. I just been shaving my head bald. Because like when this started coming in, like it was just all it is. Like, I had a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, hey, do you want to stay on the journey or, whatever? I'm like, yeah. And then so it just went on from there. Then I didn't know I was gonna have to go through no dark. Deal with some dark stuff, like dark, let's say demonic stuff, like demons, like using people to, and what, man, I don't even want to get into it. Like I never believed in demons. I still don't consider like to be a demon or whatever it is. I just call it dark forces because there's a lot of it. You know what I mean? That starts showing up. You know what I mean? In ways. And it had me scared, but then I wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? It was uncomfortable because I'm like, man, what the heck? And I don't want to dive too deep into that. So it was just like, how they doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's that working? So I just said, we sit around and don't really say nothing. And then they be, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, man. But then like the divine show, boy, when they show up, woo. you be scared because it's big. And they presence be like, you'll be like, oh man, I thought this type of shit was a myth. What? Wait a minute. Legs locked up, froze, you can't move. Like, oh boy, like, I don't know what to do. What is, like, yeah, like that type of stuff. I talk about it on here. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I have to. Like, you know what I mean? But God, like, if somebody else tried, somebody else y'all here on the journey, and then you know what I'm saying, who you are, and then you know who you are, you know where you're going, you know what your position is, why you ain't stepping into your power? You know what I'm saying? With your truth, for yourself, and just doing it. I guess I don't care what nobody think or say. I don't, man, who, me? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Huh? You heard what I said? Okay. Hey, anyway, you gonna make me shut up and you know what I'm saying, and not have confidence in like what I done seen and heard, like and experienced. Like, nah, you can't make me make it seem like something else, because when the divine came in, it's always all unconditional love, man. And it's the only thing I'm like, this the only thing that love like me. I never met nothing that like love like me. And that's where it came in. And I'm like, wow, and it was really good. I mean, I was like, man, it was like a good experience. And they always stay like that. Like when demonic stuff come in, they come in nice and stuff. Stay with it long enough. It's gonna turn dirty and nasty and get all nasty. Then like you gonna see it, you gonna be like, man, I knew what that was. And that's how I started learning. You know what I'm saying? Like when that type of stuff was coming around me, like the way it was coming. You know what I mean? It come in nice and sweet, sound intelligent, and you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And then like you like, okay. And I did that like 10,000 times with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I've been through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff I learned, it didn't come like from no teacher, no nothing. It just came in supernatural. But I had to earn it. I had to work for it. And like I didn't know what I was working towards. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on. And stuff I talk about on here, people, you can say what you want to say. I wouldn't be here doing this for no reason. Just to be important. Hell no, I don't care about being. Man, don't play with me. Why I want to come on here and be important? And like, really? I want. It's warming up now. I want to take a shower. I ain't taken a shower since Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shower time, man. You know what I mean? I need to shave and, you know what I mean, get myself together. I want to cook me something to eat. Like, I stopped eating cereal because I'm, you know what I mean, start getting deep. You know what I'm saying? And like, so I be having things to do and I'm sleepy. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I didn't sleep good last night at all. You know, yesterday was a rough day going through that New York City traffic. You know what I mean? It was got a little hectic there in a couple of spots. You know what I mean? Then I had like a 5.5 hour drive up to my destination. I got there like at midnight. Then I had to be right back up at 5:30 to go check in. Well, I got up at 5:15. Actually, I ended up leaving 4:45 and got there about 5 o'clock in the morning. I was around the corner from it. And then I went to check in and it didn't go right, you know, to do my pickup. I asked the guy, I'm like, hey man, where you check in at? He said, oh, on the sign right there. And he acted like he didn't hardly want to talk. What? Huh? Doing that, I'm like, where you check in at? On the sign. And then so I'm like, dang, I tried to check in on the sign. So I called my boss about 5:30 in the morning. He was like, oh, you got to go to the guard shack. They got all the lights off. And the place, it looked like it was closed down to me. Because some places you go, they close the guard shack down and let you use the CR code. And then you check in, you know, to make your pickup or your delivery through the site on your phone. And so, and then when my boss told me that, he was like, nah, he said, they always open. Somebody's always there. I go back over there again. And then I look through the window. I'm like, oh, it's the same dude that told me how to check in on the sign sitting in the building. I say, hey, man, I thought you told me how to check in on the sign. I didn't say that. I told you to see the dude in the house, in the shed, right here. And then he got his ear things in his ear like so unprofessional. Little young kid, man. I say, bro, you told me to check in. You told me to use the sign, man. And it's freezing cold. I'm already tired. Hadn't really slept. You know what I'm saying? Like, just went through it with him. Then he was really trying to be nasty towards me. So I started videoing him. And he knew I was videoing, so that's what backed him up off of me. So I got to do that a little bit more. So I'm like, yeah, they sending them in and started with that, you know, and it just be things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be calling my boss at 5:30 in the morning for something I should already know how to do. But this dude, he told me wrong. Like, I'm like, okay. So yeah, I get frustrated. So you know what I'm saying? And but I made it work. I mean, I got home and I did my loads. Shoot, and the load I'm doing now, it paid really good. You know what I'm saying? Like this job is gonna pay good. I want to I'm shifting gears over here now. So because like that's where I move. So I got another job that, you know what I mean, I want to move into in April, but I think I'm gonna be good here because I can at least be home on Saturdays, get my rest. Like tomorrow, I don't know. Gonna see how I feel. Nah, and see how to leave that open. Like spirit was like, nah, don't worry about that right now. Just relax and get yourself together, prepare for the week. You know what I'm saying? So, but I really want to work on my workshops. But I really need to set my office up so that way people can see, and you know what I mean. You can get it. But I just wrote something down really quick to show people, like, man, this type of stuff right in your community, like other people with trucking companies, yeah, they'll let you invest like 30,000 and get in a truck, and then you know what I'm saying. You can make money. You can bring in 1,500 to 2,500 a week with the right people. And I'm trying to put that together so people can do that instead of turning around and giving your money to 401k and they, you know what I'm saying, you got to work all these years. No, you want to have a check where you get a check like every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if the driver go home for a week or 2 weeks, then you just don't get a check. So just make it easy peasy. And that's how the Most High works. He believes in things being easy peasy. It ain't that complicated. You don't take a rocket scientist to do all this. You don't take an educator to do all this. I'm doing workshops. I just finished the 9th grade. And I skipped the 8th. I failed the 7th grade, so I went to 7th grade twice. And then finally passed. And then they kept me back in the kindergarten. Like, my mom didn't believe in education. She was like, go out here and pick these damn apples and these oranges. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was with me. You know what I'm saying? So I figured out things on my own. What I'm walking with, that spirit. And I share it with people. I'm not going to charge nobody. This is like, man, our communities need help really bad. You know what I'm saying? I look at teachers. I'm like, teachers should, you know what I mean, like get a lot more. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to have a lot more stability when it comes to their finances. It should be more lucrative than what they're getting paid, the teachers in the public schools. Because like that's hard. Like they're not gonna find a job that's gonna give them the summer off. I mean, let them work for the summer, and then like however they do it, they make it work, and like they should get more than that. So let's say if a teacher can make 120,000 a year, I'm pretty sure she's smart enough to help somebody else create another business and grow a business so that way they can make money together and they can grow out of that. But then they crippling them. Now they making 45,000. They can barely keep a good car. You know what I'm saying? And then they be single parents. And then teachers go through a lot, man, a whole lot, especially the women. You know what I'm saying? The women teachers, oh heck yeah, like that's tough. So you know what I mean? I'm looking at projects like right now. And God has showed them to me like three projects. Like, man, here you can help teachers do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about he co-signed all over it. Like he's sitting through my computer, and I was like, man, that makes sense. And I was reading on it, and I'm like, why does it sound like God when the way he communicated with me in ways like, I'm like, okay, I get it. That's how I knew. I see it right here. Like, why would I want to hide what God I'm trying to do to help humanity from humanity? Like if I'm dealing with God the way He dealing with me, like I can't really. If God here, you know what I mean, to have people, to position people in places that because He called them up and put them in places to help for His for His understanding, then like I just got to be like what they call obedient. With me, I'm like, hey man, I'm on assignment. I'm on a mission from the Most High, so I got to pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? So and then with the teachers, man, shoot, I'm looking at a project now. Teachers can make about 200 to 220,000 a year, just base pay, and it can take 3 teachers to do one a way of schooling. You know what I'm saying? He showed me. I'm like, dang, like how you figure that out? And the investment is not big. And I speak about this stuff. This stuff in my angelic workshop. You know what I'm saying? I take this stuff serious. You know what I'm saying? So I have to pay attention to that in spirit, and you know what I mean. Instead of just being out here trying to be the person who know it all and want to know, I want to sit down and be quiet and let somebody else lead. I'm a great leader, but I'm teachable. You know what I'm saying? I can follow other people also too. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got their own unique talents and gifts. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I mean, like respect it because God do. Because it's just too many other people. Like so, but like with me, I just got like a lot of this stuff piled up on me. And I'm looking at it like, woo, and it get way a lot more heavy than that. I showed my sister husband a project, you know what I'm saying, on the computer. I'm like, hey man, check this out. I said, I'm gonna show you like God, man, like how he be moving in my life because he was acting funny. So I'm trying to talk to him one day. Then I'm like, well, let me throw my weight around a little bit. I say, you see this right here? Hey man, you need to be careful with that. Hey man, you need to be careful with that, man. You don't need to let the wrong person see you with that. They're gonna try to do something to you, man. Man, hey man. I'm like, if I walk with God and stuff like that, I said if I walk with God, why should I be worried about somebody doing something to me? And then he the one who sent this to me. I'm just saying, I understand all that, but I'm telling you, man, you can't let the wrong person see you with that. They're gonna try to do something to you with that, man. You better be careful. But then they the first one to say, "Oh, God, good all the time." Yeah, he good all the time. When he sent me some information, like boom, on my computer, like what? Like what? Hold up, like just all kind of stuff like that. And I gotta speak about it because I gotta network with other people to help grow this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's say the devil and his little friends, yeah, they pissed off about all this kind of stuff. So I can't be around like just a lot of people. So I do have divine protection. And that's how when they showed up in my family group text and did it that way, and everybody, my sister and everybody saying, oh yeah, that's him. No, I know that's him. They looked at the phone number. My cousin tried to explain it to him like, this is not his number. This is his number right here. Nah, but that's him. I don't even play games like that. They way back over there. Like this happened like 7 months later. I hear about what happened. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, they ramped it up like that. So then I started talking, I started speaking. Like, so now, tribe, we don't claim our position, somebody else gonna get it. This ready. So that's why it's really not test. It's just it's like you ready. So then like, man, you're gonna keep walking through things and however the Most High do it, like he don't play with you. He don't, hell no, he don't do that. Like, so like with me, I like it's working in a way and I know what it is. I know who it is. Like I know a lot about what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me because I'm like, I can't do nothing back. It's on one little old me. Like, it about told me down, like, my weight dropped and, you know what I mean, dinner all messed up and, like, man, like, ripped everything. Like, I couldn't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and however it was working and stuff like that, and it took the Most High Creator to come in the physical and to help heal me. And, like, he did that. Not just like, boom, it wasn't over the night. Heck no. It's right here. It's been a process about, man, damn, wait a minute. It's been almost 2 years now. You know what I mean? Look how long, then even back when you see me in that room, yeah, he was communicating with me then. That's why I started, when you look at my first video on here, that's when I started doing it, because like he was coming to me, like he wasn't saying, he don't do that. He ain't like that. He don't just come in and command you and tell you, hey man, you gotta do this, you better do this. I said, nah. This creator, man, like this galaxy right here got all these planets and all this other stuff, other galaxies in this universe. What? Like, come on, man. Why he gonna be here worrying about a human being that, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing that it's not your fault that you know what I mean, you ended up being like this. Like we hear stories like, oh, Eve bit the apple from the serpent and then got Adam to eat it. Then nothing happened to her when she bit the apple, but when he bit the apple, then now God came through the garden looking for him and saying, Adam, where are you? Oh, this creator, man. You mean to tell him he gonna come ask you where you was? Really? He don't even play like that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? You know, be disrespectful towards a woman. Look at it this way, but when I hear a story like with Eve, she bit the apple. So the devil tricked her into eating the apple. How long that process went on? A day, hours, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. They don't tell you the time span it took the serpent to talk Eve into biting the apple from the tree of knowledge when she wasn't supposed to, because God said don't eat from the tree of knowledge. You can eat everything else, but don't eat from this one tree. Okay, so now if the serpent slid in and started talking to her, the way they tell the story, you know what I mean? It's like it was like one day he just slid it up and hey, yeah, you know, and why you can't eat from this tree and whatever he said to her. But no, it had to be a process, and I'm pretty sure it was more than just a day or two. It had to be years. I mean, a process of years that, you know what I'm saying, the serpent kept coming back to her, sneaking behind Adam. Back, Adam didn't even know it, and it built up Eve's trust for Eve to turn around and listen to the serpent to eat the apple. You know what I'm saying? So now when she eat the apple, then like she taking to him, so she got to kind of be working and moving like how the devil moving. You know what I'm saying? Which now then I look at that story like, okay, something don't sound right. Because that's just like my old lady right now. Like, she ain't about to go out there and listen to a guy to trick her into doing something to me for me to harm myself or try to bring me something. Nah, not if it's my wife. And it's supposed to be the only two creations first that was on the planet. Well, if that's the fact, well, what the hell was a serpent? It was a serpent, so it was a snake. The way they tell the story in the Christian Bible. Okay, it's a snake. Excuse me. Okay, now it's that. And then, how could it talk? It got to have some type of human form or human something, like thoughts or something. It was just wasn't no regular snake like we see. So some things, like when I hear stories like that, I'm like, I question it. But then say, oh, you don't question the word of God. Why not? But if something happened to you, your baby, in a situation, you know, your 4-year-old end up like, you know, in a situation where they really sick, and then you be like, God, why does it have to happen? Like, God, like you asking questions and stuff like that to him, in your inner being, and you know, speaking it out. Like, God, why, man? Like, why does it happen? Like, how does it happen? You asking him stuff then, but like now you can't question the Bible though. But you already questioned God when you just with yourself. So that's why I be getting a little turned around on things and stuff like that. And I don't try to critique and try to pick out bad spots on things, but I just deal with like stuff that, you know what I'm saying, only make common sense, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna question it. And then like when you do that, now if you go to every pastor, everybody that's really in the church, they're gonna tell you different ways, different stories all the time. And it's like, hold up, wait a minute, man. Like, and that's confusing. And then they say in the Bible, God say he's not about confusion. Then they turn around and say that in the Bible, and then it's like, but wait a minute, I'm confused. Like, how did the snake, but he was talking to, how did the snake go and talk to Eve? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just little simple stuff, like, you know what I mean, that I would want to question, and nobody, they can't explain it to you right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're going to have their own way spin on it. And I've been around people that, you know, that goes to church and stuff like that. Oh, they want somebody to read them the scripture from the Bible, and they way like prophesy stuff to them, so now they can take it and use it in their own words. I hear people say that, like, hold up, so they can use for their own understanding. Like, it's just things that I question with just any type of religious type, you know what I mean, background. Because like now with me, when I say I work with the Most High, like, yeah, I see him in the physical, like, yo, the Creator, man, like, how he doing it? I came to, yo, like, you, how can I explain it to you? You know what I'm saying? So I just come here with it, you know, and talk about that because I'm grateful and thankful that he did come in and help me through my situation. But I had to earn it and work my way out of that. and like kind of like prove myself to him. Like, yeah, man, I want to get out of this situation. Like, but went through a lot, man, a whole lot. So I don't come here just to be just talking and stuff like that. I can go to the church, read the Bible with people because, heck, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of good prophets out there too at this time. But you know what I mean? Like some of the churches, like they didn't used to like rap music. Now you got Christian rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like rapping, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that's cool, but some people can do it in like, and they good peoples. But you can tell when some people doing it, they doing it for the clout. You know what I'm saying? They want to do it for the fame and the money. But you know what I'm saying? If you gotta get a message out and it's gotta come like that trap music, you know what I'm saying? It's Christian music, yeah, okay, it's cool, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it's in truth, you know what I'm saying? Have a sense of direction when you're creating art like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was coming up, like women, all they could do was wear dresses, and they couldn't wear makeup and all the other kind of stuff like that. Now they makeup down and everything. Like, how they changed those rules? And when they was doing that and it was changed, I was asking questions then, like, why they do that? Oh, like, the church over there. That's why I like to go over there. Now everybody changed and flip flop, and like it's confusion. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think with Christian people, they need to be a lot. I mean, with people that religious leaders need to be more real with the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and actually help build communities, not just build a church. People spend a lot of money on these big churches, and like, and this church been here 30, 40 years, and being a church, and so many other people that became pastors led the church and all that, however they do it. But they didn't build anything in the community. They rather let stuff get towed down, and let a corporate come in. Like, yo, it's just ways I think they could have, the church could work better with individuals around the world. Like, when it comes to religious leaders. Because if I can sit here and you know what I mean, have my angelic workshops and show people like, hey man, look, you could do this, like what? How come like God, like I know He didn't show them how they could, you know what I'm saying, help build communities and stuff like that, even before I got here and started doing this stuff. Even before I started saying this stuff. What the heck? Oh. Keep hearing something. I'm the only one here. Better be the only one here. Yeah, it's warm up here now. I can take me a shower. Yeah, so, and that's what I do. I ask questions. You know what I mean? I look at things in these manners and don't care to speak about it. Because like really, if I can come up with these blueprints to help humanity, I know somebody else could have. Man, that's next door. I keep thinking that's upstairs. To help humanity, I'm pretty sure somebody else, like, cause they already these same type of people already built the system. You know. So, oh, my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder some kind of way. Sleeping on it. Yeah. Like, if I can see all this stuff, like, how come, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm ready to put it in action and do something about it, and nobody else is doing it. So that's why I say tribe. Come on, man. Because one thing for sure, these people gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad because like let's say once communities start working together in any kind of manner and helping out, and we start helping our own local communities, and we start growing and getting away from the corporate type stuff. Somebody gonna be pissed off. So who gonna be able to stand in the paint and not be able to let that serpent come in and slither in and try to guide you off and steer you off in the wrong path, and then try to get you to trick the tribe or the collective? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say Eve how she did Adam, like who, like, I don't know. I just kind of question that story. Because look how the Americas was built. So that's how I know, Most High He'll take something, that was meant to work against us and turn around for the greater good of all humanity, for the greater good of all creation, basically on the planet. I want to get something to eat. Oh, my ear keep itching. Yeah, so I see him in action. He be doing his thing too, And I see how he be moving, like he loving, caring, like, and all that hooping and hollering, like people be doing, and like some people need it. But with me, it's like I'm getting to the point like I don't even like a lot like music that much no more. I'm like, it's like, what's the purpose? What's the use? Like, I'm just outgrowing a lot of different things. Not to make myself be like I'm better or I'm important, but it's just that's the way it's happening. I'm pretty sure tribe, y'all going through the same thing. Like, yeah, like I'm getting to the point, like, I guess maybe too, I am getting a little older, so I don't like a lot of loud noises and loud music. I was listening to the music loud earlier. Man, I had to turn it down, like, whew, it was getting to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, it didn't feel comfortable. But I do want to, put a little music in my car, and that way sometime when I'm, in that vibe, like I want to hear the music, feel the music thump, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Do that, but I'm not about to go spend no $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on a damn stereo system talking about I'm doing competition and trying to compete. Man, most happy like, hey man, you all right? You okay? Okay. You spend it on that. Man, I think you need to really pay attention to your mindset. He be more like that. Like, he be big on preaching at your mindset thing. Like, he don't even preach it. Like, he don't even, man, he's just different, man. And how he doing it, however he doing it, like, yeah, I be want to question it, but shoot, what? Nah. I just let him do his thing. I still do. Like, I don't, you know what? Really, I don't question it because I'm like, this creator. Like, how can I question him? Like, that's when they say it's beyond your understanding. I'm like, I'm not even going to try to even think of a question to try to ask. You know what I'm saying? How he doing what he doing? Like, I just be like, dang, Pops, boy, you bad, boy. Woo, however you doing this, boy, you bad. Woo, I gotta give it to you. Boy, he the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. That's how I do it, straight up. So, yeah, and I appreciate him, like, you know what I'm saying, like, allowing me to be who I am, allowing him, I appreciate him for creating me, you know what I mean, to be this creation, what he created. I'm different. I'm a different type of creation. And I had to, understand that, understand and overstand that. And so I just walk in my truth. and just be doing that. It's already co-signed on by him. Like, I don't have to ask him no questions and be begging him for stuff. Like, when I get frustrated, I'm like, hey, man, I'm like, how I need to, I'm like, and I get frustrated, and I ask him, like, how I need to do this, because I don't know which way to move. I might, like, it's keep boxing me in, and you know what I mean, like that. Like, some people can tap into their ancestors, and, you know what I mean, like, I used to have my archangels around, like, but it just, you know what I mean, it shot me up straight to the, the Most High. And it got into the, Creator and the Father and the Mother. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it's big. And like, I can't hide it. Because only other people can see it. That's why I'm by myself. And I still don't have no furniture. I should have had I could have had all my furniture that I needed and everything by now. If I would have had help. And if things would have been working out smooth, yeah, I would have had everything by now. But like, it's doing like it was doing before. As soon as I get a little bit, it keeps trying to take it. Like, you know what I mean? Do this, do that. I'm like, man. And then God be to line me up. The divine be to line me up, like with this job now. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and focus on, oh man, something else might be able to happen. Something else might get in the way and happen. So no, I don't do that. I just keep staying tapped into my inner child and sitting with my higher self and going through my phase of what I'm going through, man. And it's like, I look at it like, I sit with myself and I'm like, well, how, like, when I'm with Source like that, like, how the devil stuff keep, like, doing what they doing? I don't understand, but I do, because it's complicated. Like, explaining this stuff to people is not easy. So that's why I tried. They know what's up. You know what I mean? Y'all going through the same thing probably. Like, I don't know. Some people have real gifts, man. Like, I'm on the front line out here, man. Like, what? Oh, boy. Ooh. Like, I want my car so bad. Like, man, I want to be able to go get my mattress at least, man. Like, I need to find a place to go get that. And now I'm like, damn, I gotta lay on this blow-up bed. I really was just gonna get a couch and just sleep in the living room until I, got my money together, because I know my mattress, I want to pay for a good one. So I'm looking at spending probably maybe $1,500 just on one of them harder mattresses, a good one. And then with the platform and everything, I was looking at one that's like another maybe $1,000. You know what I mean? Then I probably, like, I don't know. I'm looking at probably like $3,000 just on the bedroom set. That's about all I need. I don't need nothing super duper fancy. And so I was gonna just get a couch. I seen one for like $1,000. And my sister, my neighbor, I was asking her, she was like, why you want to pay $1,000? You can go to this other place and get it cheaper than that. I'm like, nah, because I want to just be able to buy it one time. Like, I move furniture. I know what the cheap stuff gonna do. I had it before. You wear out, then you gotta buy it again like 2 or 3 years later. Or you can't let people sit on too much. Hey, don't jump up and down that couch. Hey, don't sit down on that couch so hard. Hey, don't put your feet in that couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, they like to put their feet in the couch, so I gotta get a nice couch. So my woman, if it ever happen, come around, like, she can put her feet in the couch, and it won't even matter because it's good furniture. If somebody kids came over, they jumping up and down on the couch, I ain't got to worry about them, damaging and wearing the couch out. You can sleep on it for 2 years and they ain't gonna wear that couch out, you know what I mean? So that's why I want to get a sofa first, and I saw one. It was like $1,000. I was just gonna get that first because it was easy. But I need to put curtains up on the in my living room, but I don't know where to go get that. I found something at Macy's, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. And I don't want to screw into the stuff because people been doing that before, and the landlords, They already called the police on me because I had the garage door open. I wasn't closing. And I got into an argument with them because it was a snowstorm. I was shoveling the snow. And then she called me up. Why is the garage door open? Why is you riding past my spot, spying on me, and then gonna call me and ask me why the damn garage door open? Oh, it's freezing outside. My pipe's gonna burst. It's a garage, man. It's cold in the garage than it is outside. No, it's not. There's pipes in there. And then I hung up the phone, and she called me back. I'm sorry, my phone is having some kind of problems. I'm like, no, it's not. I said, I hung up. You hung up? Yeah, I hung up, man. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I had to get like that with them because they nasty, man. My landlords, if you be nice to them, they just keep coming at you with. Then we start cursing, then they start kind of backing up off you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be like that with them. So she was like, well, I'm coming over to close it. I said, I ain't closing the mother thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I close when I get ready. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave it open all night. No, I'm coming to close it right now. She came over here. And I had on video like, no, you ain't coming to test nothing over here. I said, I'm about to call the police. She's standing by the neighbor's house. Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this? Cause man, you don't ride past my spot and then my house, my place that I'm renting from you and call me and ask me why I got the garage door open. Oh, it's just my English. Maybe you don't understand. I understand your English. People don't do that. Like, what you talking about, man? So we were talking. Then she ended up calling the police and telling the police that I want to close the garage door when she wanted me to close it, because she told me to. And then she was telling me, oh, you can move out. You month to month. I'm like, no, I got a year lease on here. I'm not moving. When I pay my rent coming up for February, I've been gave her $10,000 since November, December, January, and February. In 4 months, you got $10,000 out of me, man. You think I'm just gonna move like that? And she was like, oh no. I'm like, yeah. When I pay my rent, I'm gonna be at like a little over 10,000. I done gave you in 4 months. You think I'm just gonna move like that? I'm gonna move my lease up. I just can't jump up and move like that. I want to move downtown anyway into a high rise. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be a little pricey, but that's why I'm working on my business. That's why I'm like, come on, try it, man. Let's go, man. Like, yo, I'm putting it out there in the ether. It's time to do it, man. I don't know what y'all got going on, man. I'm tired. Just tired of people mess. You know what I'm saying? Like my landlord, like, why would you call the police on me just because I wouldn't close the garage when you wanted me to? That's crazy. So, I go through stuff like that on an everyday basis. Went in Subway. Lady said, what can I get for you? After she fiddling around with stuff, came over, what can I get for you? I'm like, let me have 12 chocolate chip cookies. 12 chocolate chip cookies? You don't want 12 chocolate chip cookies. I want 12 chocolate chip cookies. She going around messing with stuff like she ain't got. I don't have time for this. You don't want no 12 chocolate chip cookies. I'm like, man, I want. What you mean I don't want? Then I just said I want 12 chocolate chip cookies. You just putting them up right there. Let me get 12. Are you serious? I'm gonna come in here and ask you for chocolate chip cookies and not be serious. Then she was like, well, we gotta pay for them first. Went over to the register. I said, man, you got the wrong nigga, man. Come on. I had to start getting like that. Like, dang, because I got to be that. Like, yo, like, you going to argue with me about me spending my money with Subway through you? Man, I was like, what the hell? Like, I go through that. Like, the lady argued with me. Then when I went to the counter, because me and my neighbor went out to eat, I owed her dinner because she was taking me to the grocery store, teaching me how to get around here. And then one day she helped me find a place to park my truck and all that stuff. She helped me go get some new work. She took me to go get new work boots and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, that saved my life because I really needed these snow boots. It helped me out. So I'm like, yeah. So it finally got around time to doing that. So we left there and I was like, hey, stop by the store. I'm going to put a little gas in your car too. You know what I mean? It's just showing appreciation because it was really nice the little place where we went. So I went to the counter to pay for the gas, and I was like, the lady, she was sitting there looking. I'm like, man, you hear this lady over here, man? Like, well, you just know some people. I'm like, man, I ain't gotta hear none of that. Why everybody I gotta try to understand somebody else? And after I'm trying to spend my money, and then she was like that. I get tired of people trying to tell you how to look at the situation. And you know, some people like that, you just gotta overlook them. Man, hell no. She could have said, yeah, she was wrong for that. I heard her too. I'm gonna let her manager know. Like, she didn't have to talk to you like that. You could have said that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, you gonna do that for me for real? Like, because I wanted to report her. She was so nasty towards me about me buying 12 cookies. That just came out of nowhere. I was like, man, like, what the hell? You know, it just be a lot of that kind of stuff. So that's why I really like to cook and take my food on the truck with me. Because I don't want to spend my money. I spent a lot of money these last few days eating. Went to Popeyes today. The white dude, what can I get for you, buddy? I'm like, yeah, let me have one with a 3-piece. Yeah, you know what I mean? That being all funny. He gave me the regularest biscuit. Then I got it mixed, so I got a leg, a wing, and a breast. He gave me the smallest breast, the one floured all the way. The leg was the smallest leg. The skin wasn't, it wasn't floured all the way and fried. And the wing had like a little blood spot going down the side like that. I had to tear that off. And then the smallest wing was about like this big. A little wing. I looked at it when I opened it. Some say check the box before you leave. I looked at the box. I looked over there. He was turned the other way like this. I was like, I'm not even gonna start. I already see where this going. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? And then I bought 3 apple pies. Oh, you getting 3 apple pies? Okay, the way to go. I'm like, yeah. And with your, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that dude, like, like, just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it'd be hard, man. Like, when people want to say, like, I see people on platforms, even people in real life, you know what I mean? They talk all this stuff about God, and then I'm like, dang, you looking pretty nice, be talking about spiritual warfare and everything. Shoot, look at me. Boy, you look, I don't see no battle scars, battle wounds on you at all, period. I don't see nothing. You look like, you know what I'm saying, you playing the part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dang, I can't wait till I get back in that position. You know what I mean? So, people claim that stuff, but they don't want to do the work. They're not gonna want to keep going through problems constantly all the time. So that's why I alchemize and look at it like, you know what, I thought about it. But that's how I know when I be talking to the Most High, like, if all the problems went away, you really would be bored, right? I'm like, I really would be too. So I gotta appreciate the hard stuff and the bad parts a little bit more, because moving forward, the stuff I'm speaking about and talking about now, what you think, man? What, man? It's gonna be problems, and I already know it. Like, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be problems because of this, And I've been prepared and prepped, you know what I mean, to go through this. So when I'm speaking it now, like, why wouldn't I? Like, I can't hide God. Like, you know what I mean. If you deal with me, I show him to you. You want me to show him to you? Ain't gonna believe it. But so I just do the work. And I just keep showing up like here. And I keep showing up like when one trucking company don't work, I jump to another one. I have it lined up. And the Most High was saying before, I was like, when I was stuck in that room, he was like, one thing about it, make sure you have you another job lined up before you quit your job. He said, because we all have to work, and like, he just say beautiful stuff in a way like nobody else says it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he in human form, like in his way, how he doing it. And like, he not even a threat at all. Like, he's so loving, man. Like, it seems like he's soft. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's super, like, Man, he wouldn't even hurt a fly. Like literally, like none of that. Like he don't like none of that. Like I mean, I wouldn't say he don't like it. Like he just, boy, I can't explain it to you. He just, man, just do it in a whole nother way. In the way he do it, woo, woo, it's powerful. And he make it look easy, but I know it's hard. Cause just think about being creative, all his responsibilities. Man, that's a hard job. Just being him. All those responsibilities, like if you was God, the creator, like really? You know what I mean? My heart goes out to him. I'm like, my little stuff I be, you know what I'm saying, got going on, like, woo, like, boy, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why, like, you know, you got archangels and other stuff that protect him, so he don't, you know what I mean? Like, they, man, like, you, like, this the top, he created everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he got, man, it ain't even a thought, like, to worry about trying to harm no human being and to go back and forth with the devil. Like, really? The devil, like, man, not even close to, like, come on. Because, for one, he don't have that love. Nothing have that love, like, you know what I mean, like, creator. Like, he got some real deal love, boy. He really do. Like, but like the Divine Mother, woo, boy, look at here. Oh my goodness. That's the one you gotta worry about. Yes, sir. That's the one you gotta worry about. Boy, like she's sweet and loving, but she's like straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like and kind of scary, boy. That's her counterpart. She don't play by him. So, and it makes sense. Like, he a creator, and so he got a creator, got all these other responsibilities. And when something lagging over here need justice, then that's when she come in. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I'm like, dang, so that's cool. You know, I can see why. Like the way I, you know, when I learned who she was, it took me 5 months, and I'm like. I see why she the way she is, you know, and the way she came, and she just real, just straight up real, man. Like, and boy, you talking about, you think the dark stuff, like the devil can talk some shit and do all this, that, she way worse than that. But she would get your brain and be saying the stuff this way and that way. Man, you be in the crazy house for real. I'm telling you, like for real. Like, cause man, like going through that, like, and like what she was saying, trying to keep up just with how she talked, like man, like I never heard nobody talk like that in my life. And boy, she talking a whole lot of shit, like boy, like going in, like and like saying stuff over here, over there, over there. She's saying like 20 different scenario stories and everything at one time, and then you like. And then come back here with love. Then she come back focused, being regular. Then she jump off over here, over there, like so many different ways. You like, oh my goodness, like yeah, you better be ready for that energy, boy. Yes, sir. Like heck yeah, you better be ready. Woo woo. I ain't gonna front. Like when I look back at it now, I'm like looking at myself like, you weren't scared? Hell yeah, I was kind of scared a little bit, but it was love though, cause I stayed with it, cause I felt something else. I'm like, this lady's just real, like this person's just real, like, and she came in human form, like man, and just blood raw. Then I was catching what she was saying. Then next thing you know, she started lying with me and just started talking to me, telling me stuff, like cried with me and everything, like she was worried about me. And then when she was like, oh, it's gonna be released in your life, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it was happening when the time frame, but it wasn't like where I'm at now, I still had like a whole lot of stuff that I was going through, and I'm like, and then I tell people a story like this. You can call me crazy if you want. You can say whatever you want to say. But I know what kind of work I put in for 5 months dealing with that energy right there, knowing who that was right there by itself. But he came first. You know what I'm saying? And it was so awesome how he came. Like, it was beautiful, man. It was so blissful. It really was, man. It was smooth the way he did it. Like, I, I can't really explain a lot of this stuff to people. You know what I mean? Like, unless you like experience like source energy, or you know what I'm saying, like this type of energy. Like, it's not easy, man, because like it'll grab you, and when it let you go, you're like, woo. You like, whoa. Like, man, I've seen it do it to people. They want to play, like when they want to play in the dark and the light. Yeah, grab the dark stuff and make it bring you some information, and they be telling you some information. You like, I know this person right here ain't right, but how they know this stuff? And you like, dang. And then when they let them go, they like, yeah, man. And like, it drive them crazy. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Like, I've seen it happen, man. Like, it ain't nothing to play with. It's really not. You know, and when people be around here, like, you know, when they want to come and say, you know, creator, you know, God, like, you know, we say, you know what I'm saying, the collective, the tribe, you know what I mean, if you tapped in to the unknown, we say creator, source, you know what I'm saying, like the most high, you know what I'm saying, like, um, and, you know, God, but we source, you know what I mean, like, yeah, why, like, yeah, it's not easy, man. And then, you know, when you get caught up by God, like, dang, you ain't have no, that stuff on your trail. You ain't have no, like, the devil and all this homeboys and friends, and this other stuff worse than the devil. Man, this other stuff worse than the devil. I don't want to dive into that. The devil sold his position out. Basically, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no power no more. It's another type of devil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then there's another type of devil. Like what the, man, yo, like, it's a whole lot, boy. I'm telling you a lot. I mean, it's a lot. And I'm like, y'all just walking around just regular like that? And so me, that's why I'm, you know, I come here and speak this truth, not to prove nothing to nobody. I'm like, try it, come on, man. I need you. I'm tired, man. Let's go. I ain't got time for all this talking, and we already know, you know what I'm saying? We already know the game plan pretty much. But it's just up to us to, you know what I mean, to come together. Yeah, we have to wait on the divine alignment, but it's aligning. The stars align, baby. Let's go. People out here tired. And one thing about it, if I'm like, I wouldn't be here speaking and talking like this because they'll be guiding me some other way. But I'm here talking. And it's sad because other stuff knew there was a mother God. Knew it. It never, it's nowhere, nothing. No type of religious text, nowhere. Don't even talk about them. That's the part that hurt my heart right there. I really get sensitive on that part. What? Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to turn my cold water on. How that happen? What? Man, my cold water valve not working in the kitchen. I'm gonna check the bathroom. I don't know, man. My cold water not working in the kitchen. Hold on. I hear water running like through the walls or something. This thing slipped down again. I'm just taking this out of here. It's working. What time is it? What's about time for me to go to bed? I've been here like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Boy. Man, I made Siri and didn't even eat talking. Let's see if it's gonna work. No. How'd that happen? I didn't turn the water off. Let's see. I ain't get no water coming through here, period. That's the hot water right there. Man, I hear some like water running. It sounds like it's coming from the neighbor's house. I don't want to call my next door neighbor and bother her because she mean, boy. She helped my next door neighbor. The one I went out to eat with, boy, she mean. I don't mess with her. But she's nice though. She be helping me out. But boy, I be like, dang, I don't really want to ask her, but she cool though. Boy, around you can't ask people for too much. I didn't even eat my cereal. I really want something good to eat. I want some mashed potatoes. That's what I'm gonna do. Take this chicken out. I'm gonna make some fried chicken tomorrow, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. I had this pasta stuff, but I already ate a lot of that. I don't want that. I don't want to eat this and lay down on it. Oh, shoot. I'll eat this tomorrow. Man, I was hungry. I bought a bag of chips on the walk home. I parked my truck back over here. But yeah, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? Tried. I've been through a lot. God, dog. It's been different. It's been hard. Tough, man. 5 minutes to 10. Close my damn refrigerator. You've been there 100 times. It's the same thing was there when did you check the first time? A jug of water, some relish, and a bottle of mustard. Ain't in there. Well, what we gonna eat? I don't give a damn what you eat. What? I don't give a damn what you eat. Grit and poke. It took me till I was grown to figure out what that was. Grit and poke. Grit your teeth and poke out your mouth. Man, mom. I ain't saying like she ain't never feed us. Yeah, she worked hard too. My mom, she worked hard, but she been through a lot. But that should have made her more supportive of, you know what I mean, for the kids. Why is this not working? Oh well, I'll call the landlord tomorrow. Hey, come fix my hot water now. But yeah, she now see I got sidetracked just like that. If I wasn't supposed to be here talking when I'm talking, believe me, I wouldn't be here. I'd be there. I just want to take a quick shower, go to sleep. Tired, man. Salt and vinegar chips. Man. I was about to say it's freezing outside. The people live behind me look like they had their ones up. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, hungry as hell. Or early in the morning. Hopefully. Last few nights been a little rough to sleep. I think because the truck dirty and then I didn't have all my pillows last night. I'm looking again. Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 eggs left. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I bought this little bag from Dunkin' Donuts. It says a doggy bag, but I'm like, I like it. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what to do with it. Hmm. I got some butter right here, right? I was talking to my grandma, my granddaddy's wife, and we was talking about back when she was a kid coming up, they didn't have bathrooms in the house. They said the ice man used to come around, bring them a block of ice to put it in the refrigerator so it could keep everything cool. I was like, really? She was like, yeah. Then she say they used to go to the store when they got butter, they would get lard and like some kind of way they get the lard. And then she said they give you a dye pack to make it turn yellow. She said we used to mix that together and that's how you get yellow butter. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, it ain't nothing but lard. I don't know how they make lard. I guess off of pig fat or something. I don't know. And so she was like, yeah, and then they give us the dye pack to make butter turn yellow like this. I didn't want to ask her because she was just talking about other things. But I'm like, why would they want it to be yellow? Why just couldn't stay the same color steak? Man, I swear I sound like somebody in here. That's my cue. It's time to go. Boom. So I'll try it. I'm out.